Welcome to Unleash Your Potential, Building Your Self-Confidence with AI. My partners will introduce themselves in a second, but first, a little commercial break. We want to remind everyone that this is the first of a three-part artificial intelligence webinar series hosted by UAGC. The second, part 2, is April 24th, Empower Professional Teams, Leveraging AI for Business Success. And part 3, Building Leadership Confidence Using AI to Empower Your Journey. And so if you hadn't got a chance to enroll in the part 2 and part 3, Dr. Tahera is or has posted those links in the chat, and go out there and register. So what are we doing today? Today, we are focusing on using artificial intelligence tools to boost your self-confidence. And that's your self-confidence in general or your leadership self-confidence as well. We're going to have hands-on use and demo hands-on use of different AI tools, allowing you to use those tools to assist in boosting your self-confidence and all. But first, who am I? I'm Dr. Karen Ivey, Assistant Dean of our Technology Studies Organization at the University of Arizona Global Campus. And I'll turn the mic over to Dr. Tahera to introduce herself.
I'm Tahera Danishi, and I am Program Chair for Master of Science in Technology Management.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Michael Hayden, and I'm the Program Chair for the Master of Information Systems Management and also the Bachelor of Arts in Business Information Systems. Thank you. Dr. Ivey, back to you.
Fantastic. And we actually have one more participant who will join us during the webinar, and that is our AI assistant. And our AI assistant would like to welcome you also. I'll read for her. She says, welcome everyone to the UAGC Unleash Your Potential, Building Your Self-Confidence AI webinar. We're absolutely thrilled you have joined us today as we embody and explore the intersection of self-confidence and artificial intelligence. In a world where confidence is key to success, we are diving into how AI can serve as a powerful tool to help us unlock our full potential. Whether you're a seasoned professional, a student, or anyone simply looking to boost your confidence, this webinar promises to be enlightening and empowering. Throughout the session, we'll delve into practical strategies, insightful discussions, and real-world applications of AI that can transform the way we perceive ourselves and the world around us. So sit back, relax, and get ready to discover insights, gain valuable knowledge, and unleash the confidence within you with the power of AI. Let's embark on this exciting journey together. Thank you, AI assistant. She's a little wordy, but she's right on point. All right, let's get started and let's roll. Okay, the agenda. When we look at the agenda, the first half, we already handled introductions, and even if you didn't get a chance to do that, you can go ahead and put in chat where you're located from, where you're located, and also have you used AI from a business or personal standpoint as well. We're going to talk about understanding self-confidence, why self-confidence is so important, and then we will introduce different AI tools such as ChatGPT and other AI tools as well, all focused on building self-confidence with AI tools. After we finish with those activities, we're going to go into a more practical application of AI tools for self-confidence building and leadership building. And that is going to be focused on Copilot. And then we're going to have an interactive session. So let me share the key to this interactive session. This is your participation. Michael has posted a link in the chat for you to go and create an OpenAI account. That gives you access to ChatGPT. Go ahead and fill that out. It's free to open up your account. During this session, we actually want you to use things that we are saying and we're demoing. We want you to go out there and try it as well. Because during the interactive session, we're going to have that time for you to give us feedback. What do you think? Is it helpful? Are these tools you definitely would like to continue to use? And then after our interactive session, then we will have open Q&A to address any questions that you have. Now, that doesn't mean If you have questions as we go along, go ahead and put those into chat. We'll address those. We'll keep our eyes on it. Understanding self-confidence, what is it? Self-confidence, when you think of the power of self-confidence, it is that fundamental aspect of personal growth and success. Self-confidence is the belief in your own abilities and skills and judgment. I'll say in our own abilities, skills, and judgments. Gaining self-confidence means that you trust your capacity to do things and get things done. Now, it doesn't mean that we won't make mistakes. We're human. We will make mistakes, but it means that we do have the belief that whatever we're challenged with, whatever the situation is, we will be able to figure out either how to get it done or how to get assistance and help to get it done. That's self-confidence. And self-confidence is really important, even when you think of the academic environment. Maybe I should have asked this question before stating it, but when you think of, is intelligence the true reason and the predictor of why someone may be successful in the academic environment and successful in life? Is it all about our knowledge and what we have? Maybe give me some yes or no's. We see that answer there. But I would love to know what you think too. Yeah, Christine, I see it. No, ma'am, Francesca, I gotcha. I gotcha. I agree. It is not. It has a lot to do with self-confidence. Research shows this as well. And there are also many benefits to having a solid level of self-confidence. It plays a vital role in shaping our ability, our mindset, our behavior, and our overall well-being. It can build resilience and helps us in social settings and social skills. It allows for a realistic view of one's abilities and where to focus for growth. We can ask questions. We don't always have to have the right answer, but we know when we need to reach out for help. It impacts every aspect of our life for individuals seeking to build their self-esteem and to achieve their goals. It can help to build one's strengths as we focus on where are our weaknesses and what do we need to do to build our strengths. And for students, self-confidence, self-efficacy definitely helps students to reach student success. And that's why we are hosting these 3 webinars, because we are focused on student success and your success in your career path as well. So throughout these webinars, these are all focused on using AI tools to do just that to boost your self-confidence and help you to achieve your goals. Now, one thing before I hand over the mic to Michael, who'll take over and start stepping us into AI tools, I am highlighting information from our UAGC Writing Center. Everyone focus on this. We have directions in our university when it comes to using AI tools. And right from our Writing Center website, use of the term ChatGPT or other AI tools, all of this is encompassed and spoken of on the Writing Center website. Ask the right questions or prompts to get effective answers. Verify the information. Just because it was said in an AI tool, that's not your beginning and your end. Verify that that information indeed is correct. Create your own original content. This is critical. This is required. All of the AI tools that we will show today and in the other webinar series are here to assist you, but not to replace your voice, your words, your thought. Get immediate writing feedback from our academic tutoring within the Writing Center, and disclose or cite ChatGPT or other generative AI tools when you use them. We abide by all of this as we look at all of the exciting opportunities and AI tools that are available that we can use. And so I'm going to turn the mic over to Mr. Michael, who will talk about ChatGPT and other AI tools. Michael?
Thank you very much, Dr. Ivy. Yeah, I want to start off with just a brief introduction, as I know ChatGPT is definitely been in the forefront of the media since about November 2023. So as in recent times, we're integrating these tools more and more. We'll be discussing ChatGPT and utilizing ChatGPT, but also walking you through how to create your own account here briefly. Copilot itself is something that I'll be discussing. Copilot is Microsoft's, which is one that can offer real-time suggestions, especially with things like coding, development of integration of Microsoft tools, such as helping you with Excel formulas and developing, larger different types of algorithms and formulas. A lot of times it is very useful to have that. And what I found is Copilot not only works as an office assistant, but it's also really helpful to help you with your graphics and all different types of developments. And I'll go into that here shortly. Thank you, Karen. Next slide. Yeah, so in this slide, we're really providing some of the top free AI tools and examples, which these also provide excellent insights and really just the best guidance in specific topics like ChatGPT. As you can see, it's really more along the lines for AI writing, and there's a free version. You can also look at one that's not listed, like I said, Copilot. But also if you're looking for things like feedback, AI tools for AI-driven platforms like Grammarly can provide instant feedback on your writing, highlighting areas for your improvement in your grammar, different styles, clarity. And using these tools, you can refine your communication skills and boost your confidence in expressing yourself effectively. So tools like Grammarly, again, just empower us to communicate with confidence. Another way AI can help is offering, again, more feedback. AI has things for personalized learning, like Coursera. You can use the AI algorithm that actually recommends courses suited to your interest needs and abilities. They also have some tools to help support your disabilities as well. So helping you expand your skills, knowledge, and confidence in various domains. For me personally, I'm not like an artist or musically inclined, but with tools like, say, for example, let's utilize something like, let's see what's on this list also. Well, let's just use, for example, some graphic tools. I can become a pretty good artist or musician utilizing some tools that aren't even on this list. So it's interesting to see how interactive these are. And also just it shows another degree of the need of AI tools to support things like businesses and business models to help you with things that you might not ever, want to get a degree in or take a long time to learn. You can become pretty efficient in some of these areas as well. Thank you, Dr. Ivy. Next slide.
Before going to the next slide, I wanted to point out the free version column. What we're showing you today, the majority of all of these tools have a free version that you can use for free, and you can use for free, and you can really get good usage out of them in the free version, similarly to ChatGPT. So I just wanted to point that out as well.
The next tool that we're going to invoke or support you with is just really starting the sign up process with ChatGPT. So first thing you would do is you would want to visit the ChatGPT website. So it's just chat.openai.com. I put it into the chat. Next slide. And the next thing you'd want to do is click the sign up link. So just look for that sign up button on the homepage and click that, and you'll begin the sign up process. The next thing you'll see will be it redirects you to a create your account page. So you'll see, again, you'll be prompted to enter your email, and you can use the options to sign up with your Microsoft account, your Google account, or your Apple account. And that will streamline the process as well. Following that, once you sign up, you'll get a verification email. So you'll need to check your email and click verify that. And that will bring you right back to ChatGPT website where after you confirm your email. Next is the account configurations. This is a little bit more intricate. So once your email is verified, you can begin adjusting your account configurations and customizations. So in the bottom left corner of the ChatGPT app, you'll see a tile, and it shows how to go to different custom instructions. So if you do go to your custom instructions, that option, please click next slide. You can set some specific things. You can apply to all your different GPT chat sessions for that account. And then, so that information might be a location. It might be what's your job. It may be what your interests are, your hobbies. So you provide that as sort of a preface and the things that you may want to add for ChatGPT to respond to. Sometimes you may want to use a casual tone. I just try to put in there, I say, just talk normal, no fluff. And it understands what I'm saying. It understands this natural language that we use. And it also understands if you make mistakes and continues on. But you can definitely configure those custom instructions. Next slide. So after that, a really interesting tab is these other configuration tools. And so going into the different settings and betas menu, you'd be able to utilize different APIs, create your own GPTs, develop different things. I created a really neat bike sizing buddy, which I created a bunch of them, but I could never find exactly what different bikes would be sizing. So there are some tools in there that you can integrate and open up and test out different beta tests and features and different controls there. Next slide, Kay. And finally, just talking and testing ChatGPT. So once your account's all set up, everything's configured, you'll come up with this message interface page. It's pretty plain. If you have the paid version, you'll see in this slide, it has a GPT-4, GPT-5 should be coming out in a few months, but the free version is the 3.5, and that's what we're going to be working with today. Thank you, Karen. Next slide.
We're going to jump into actually using prompts here to have artificial intelligence, in this case, ChatGPT, to assist us. So the scenario here, self-reflecting and journaling. ChatGPT can serve as a digital journaling companion, helping you to reflect on your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences. So how do you actually do that? And what do you put inside of ChatGPT to get this started? Because my typing is a little slow, I'm going to do cut and paste as we move along, but I'm telling ChatGPT, our AI assistant, help me with my digital journey, be my digital journey companion. And AI says, of course, I'd be happy to do that. Where do you want to start? Well, how about if I've had a pretty rough week and I want to say I didn't complete all of my accomplishments today? I completed the required reading in my schoolwork, but I didn't get it all done. So I'm going to ask, as she tells me it's okay for you not to have to complete it everything, just have a plan to move forward. I'm going to share that I completed my reading for the homework assignment, but I didn't get it all done. And what is it that I should tell my instructor? Not only does ChatGPT, and I'm going to scroll up so we can read it, not only does ChatGPT give you words to share with the instructor, but gives a very good outline of how you should share things. In my case, my baby was sick and it was unexpected. I was not able to get all of my assignment done. And I'm telling the instructor exactly what my situation was. I apologize for the inconvenience of not turning in my assignment when it was due, but I'm also saying I'm very willing to do whatever I can if I'm able to still get that assignment done. And ChatGPT is like a conversation. Most instructors will appreciate the honesty, is what she's saying. And remember to prioritize your family's health. Working with my sick child is important. She recognizes that, but she also lets me know it is important for my instructor to know what's going on. And she gives me very good insight on what to tell my instructor. Well, guess what, guys? I did that, and I let her know. I shared this with the instructor, and guess what? The instructor allowed me to complete my assignment, and the assistant lets me know, fantastic news. I'm glad. Your instructor was understanding. At UAGC, we have the culture of care, and we as instructors are definitely understanding that way. And she goes on to say, hey, that extension gives you that opportunity to now get your work done and to prove that you can do it well. So that's just one example here, self-reflection and journaling. I want to mention as we go along, we'll point this out. There are other AI tools that are good in this same area as well. This one is called Self-Pause. Self-Pause is a mobile app that you can download. There is a free version that works very well. And Self-Pause has very inspirational, motivational statements and words that are on there that you can set it up to play back for you. Maybe if I want to hear this every morning at 7:30 in the morning, give me an inspirational, motivational word. You can set it up for that. You also can work with the AI coach, and the AI coach will converse with you similarly to how ChatGPT converses with you to help you make it through whatever the challenges are that you're dealing with, or just to give encouragement as you go through your day. Self-pause is what it's called. And by the way, Tahara did mention that we will share these slides out to individuals. All of these tools and links will be in those slides. Let's move on to goal setting and accountability. ChatGPT is very good for helping with goal setting and helping to keep us on point and keep us on schedule. And so I'm going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to share the fact that I have a final paper coming up. Applying Leadership Methods with Impact is the topic. The paper is due in 2 weeks. I am a procrastinator. Please give me guidance on daily scheduling to meet my assignment. Certainly, ChatGPT says. And what it lays out for me is a daily, I did ask for daily, for those 2 weeks. I'm going to scroll up so we can look down. Gives me a daily layout of week 1, day 1 through 2, exactly what I should do. Recommendations, day 3 through 5, what I should do on throughout that first week into the second week, into the third week, into the second week, into the last days of the second week throughout this period. It gives me some good advice. Remember, throughout this 2-week period, I have to stay on schedule. And that's what I'm using ChatGPT to do, right? But it also lets me know, remember, consistency is key. So when you are on the job, when you're in school, consistency in meeting the deadlines is very important. So I'm doing the right thing. I'm reaching out for the AI tools to assist me in scheduling. What do you guys think about that? I want to see your responses in chat as we share some of these prompts and all. And let me know if this is something that you feel you could use as well, be it in your personal space or even at work. Another scenario here. I need help in goal setting and accountability. I need help in goal setting. Can you help me to set up a dissertation schedule with weekly reminders? That's what I'm going to ask our AI assistant. We'll see what she says. Sure, she can handle that. Absolutely. She starts breaking down for me a weekly schedule of what should occur as I am working on my dissertation. She gives very good points all throughout the schedule of things that I should do, chapters that I should be working on. Now, I'll just do a little pause here, and I know if you are a doctoral student and you're working with your university, a lot of times the university will provide a schedule. Very good. Bounce it off from ChatGPT. Let ChatGPT or that AI tool know what your university schedule is, so they then can even help you with specifics when you are building out your schedule. You don't need to do it alone. This is the main point here. You have assistance in doing it. And Dan, I see, definitely helpful. Definitely helpful. I think so as well. Okay, let's go on to learning and skill building. And this is for those in leadership. Leadership, you don't You're not born and you know everything about leadership. A lot of it you learn as you go, you apply methods and best practices and all. Here's my scenario. I'm a leader. I have two staff members who argue all the time. They are both usually good workers. What can I do to provide good leadership in managing them? First of all, ChatGPT or AI tools are not afraid of scenarios. They actually receive information from multiple databases of what has occurred in reality. So you can be very plain with the situations of what you have. Managing conflict between team members can be challenging, is what my assistant tells me. And then she goes on and provides for me things that I can do as a leader to help to address the situation, address the issue directly, listen actively, identify the root cause. She goes on and provides several different steps for me to go through, and even gives me a final very good hint. Be proactive in taking these steps, right? Another situation, my team members don't respect each other's cultural differences. You know, these, like I said, don't be shy in the situations that you may ask your AI tools to assist you with. They can handle it. As a leader, educating your team is important. Fostering open communications is important. I'm going to scroll back up so we don't miss some of these things. Leading by example is important. And she gives all types of information regarding that. Promoting collaboration and team building is important. Working with HR is important as well. But again, most important, take those proactive steps when you're doing it. All right. Okay, so I am going to go on and see what else can ChatGPT help me with. So we've done the leadership thing. Let's do something very practical here. How many of us are cooks and we have to separate egg yolks, the white from the yolk? Pretty basic thing when you're cooking a lot of different cakes, right? Well, how many of us as well, maybe we're not too sure in how to do it? Ask your AI tool. AI breaks it down exactly how you should do something like this to do it successful. But if you're a cook like me, you know what? Sometimes, oopsie, I get some of the white into the yellow yolk. And my question is that going to cause a problem with my cake? Huh. She said, you know what, getting a small amount of the egg white in the yolk is actually a situation that does occur. In many cases, a bit of egg white in the yolk won't really mess up the texture of your cake. And she goes on to give some other good examples here. The main point of why we are showing this is showing you a variety of topics, variety of situations. If you're not too sure in how to handle it, reach out to others, reach out to use AI tools that are here to assist you. And I quickly want to show this one here just to show you that I said, it doesn't matter what type of situation it is. This is a technical one. When I'm working with database tables, what's so important in joining database tables? Is the primary key important? I've been studying that. And yes, she gives me a definite answer. The primary key is one of those important factors when joining tables. And how about if I wanted to say, well, give me an example of this. If you're so smart, AI assistant, give me an example of this. Let's see how it handles it. It does exactly that, right? Provides that example in it. Now, I will go ahead and do the one last question here, because with tables, and this is an area that we know some of our students, when they're working with tables, they have a question on the different types of keys in tables, different terminology, and that foreign key throws individuals off a little bit. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT in this example, I'm following it, I got it. What is the foreign key in this example? And she lets me know is the department ID in this example. So throughout the three areas that I showed you, AI tools can assist in a lot of different ways to assist you in what you are doing. So I'm going to pass the mic over to Dr. Tahera, who's going to step us through 3 more areas where AI tools can be beneficial. Dr. Tahera.
Yes, I'm just continuing with what Dr. Ivy started. And one of the support that we can get from ChatGPT is emotional support. You have your days that you come and think that, oh, I'm not capable, I don't have enough intelligence, or you doubt your self-efficiency. You doubt your capabilities. So let's ask ChatGPT what we have in there. I sometimes feel my abilities and intelligence are inadequate. So can you help me develop self-confidence where I embrace challenges and learn from feedback? You type it in there and ChatGPT will provide an answer. It says, realize your strength, be realistic, seek feedback, and it keeps on going on, avoid negative thoughts, create your progress. But you can customize this and get back to ChatGPT. You don't have to just take this and finish it, because ChatGPT will learn from your previous communication. So go back in there and add more information. For example, you can say that I'm a single mother and an online college student in the continuation of emotional support. Give examples of how to step out of my comfort zone, or pick up whichever you want. The step out of comfort zone is number 7. You can say celebrate your progress, whatever you have doubts about, put it back and it will complement what you have already taught. You can continue with your special situation. So you're training ChatGPT about your situation and the answers that fits your personal customization. So we go into this one, and let's say that another question is that if that happens to all of us, that sometimes we need more motivation to pursue our goals and passions. So you ask, and you just say exactly what it is. I sometimes need more motivation to pursue. Can you help me identify the reasons that I procrastinate, or I am not confident in what I need to do? You put it in there and you see what it's telling you. It says lack of clarity, fear of failure, which is very much true. And you don't do it because you're afraid, you don't want to take risk, or you're afraid of failing. Lack of support or accountability. You can pick up any of those and further add your own situation and get further emotional support. Another question is that I sometimes need more motivation to get my course. Can you help me? And then you say, I like to socialize based on the answer you got with many friends. Can you help me identify how to avoid the external extractions, or whatever your situation is? You put it in there and it will give you guidelines of how you can achieve do your work without getting external extraction from friends or relatives that you deal with. One of them is practice self-discipline. You can go back and say, how do I practice self-discipline? You can keep on going on and add more factors from your own situation. Sometimes you're overwhelmed with the amount of work, and just write it in and keep it in there, and it will guide you into, it is like a counselor. It will talk to you into your situation and give you help. Let's go to the next one, which is on creativity and idea generation. Let's start with idea generation. Idea generation could be anything that you need help, that you normally go to an advisor to get that help. In this situation, I'm getting a financial situation. You want to get a car loan, you want to see how much you can afford, or you want to see whether you can afford it. So you go and put your requirement in there. In this example, I'm saying that I am a college student. I have a certain amount of income per year. And let me see what we are putting this. Oh, we're putting another one for idea generation. Sorry, let me go to idea generation again. I think Dr. Ivy covered this. You're saying that I'm late in my homework because of more work, and I want you to recommend what kind of email I should send my instructor. This is very similar to the other example. It comes back with an email which you have to fill in the reasoning with the assignment. Which assignment was it? When was it due? What did you have? Which is, we covered this example through the previous example of Dr. Ivy writing email with the specific requirements from ChatGPT. Let's go to the next one.
Did you want to do the one on creating a poem?
Yes.
Okay.
On creative a poem, this is creativity. You will go through and say that at UAGC, we have culture of care, which student empowerment, student success, and diversity and inclusion. So you prepare all what is within the culture of care, and you say, create a poem. It is so inspiring. There's no way you can create a poem unless you are actually a poet. It says in this, if you read through it, so let us stand together as one in the spirit of care, our journey begun. With each step forward, let our voices sing of a culture at UAGC where dreams take wing. Really, really nicely done. You can create those for yourself, and we offer to the first attendance that we can create a, a poem for that because they're just fantastic. I use this for, instead of writing happy birthday or happy anniversary, I put some of these little things about the situation and I ask ChatGPT to create a poem, and it always does a fantastic job. Okay, next one is on decision making. Decision making, that's what I started to talk about, is financial decision making, any type that you always go to a consultant to get their view. In this example, I'm looking for a loan to buy a car. So I will have to give proper information to ChatGPT. So I'm saying my income is $3,000 a month. I pay a certain amount for rent. I pay a certain amount for utilities, other bills. I have 3 children, and I want to buy a car, which is cost $12,000. Give me the potential for this loan. So when you put that in, if you go in there, it's just fantastic. You couldn't get any better counselor than this one. It comes through and tells you, calculate your monthly. It says how much your monthly income is. When you add it all together, what is remain for you to get a loan. So it is actually telling you at say 5%, you will have to get a 5-year loan. If it is 10%, it gets more, and said it should not exceed 30% of your gross income. Whatever you are buying, don't go over because you won't be able to afford it. You go through this, but there are stuff in there that you don't like or you need more information, just go ahead and put it in. If you know what the interest rate is, put it in. If you don't know, go ahead and ask the second question. Ask that, I live in Arizona. You can even put the city that you live in. Which financial institution are best for me to secure a loan? If you put that in ChatGPT, it will come and give you that information. So you can go ahead and if you have credit score, put it in. It tells you which institutions you need to go and get the loan from. So that helps you with decision making, which financial decision making, all the calculations are done for you. I will pass it on to Dr. Professor Hayden.
Thank you very much, Tahira. Yeah, I think as we're going into this next section, we're going to be utilizing something that's a little bit more along the lines of practical within business and technology, and that is Microsoft Copilot. And with that, I will be answering about maybe a couple things where models have hallucinations and different means to alleviate that, what you'd call hallucination. Again, what we're looking for is probability of things happening, where this is again, large language models are based upon so many different factors, but it's based upon a probability of occurrences in essence. So to mitigate that, as we go into this next phase, you'll see that Microsoft themselves, even though they're utilizing a ChatGPT backend as part of their search, they also have their own models that they use that are more specific and precise. So you have a lot less of that hallucinate and also just realize how much information is actually being sorted through. If you have a lot of these free tools, they don't necessarily have a long-term memory. So when we're dealing with the free tools versus the paid tools and some of some of the newer models that are coming out, they will change a lot of those hallucinations into more valid and reliable sources. So Copilot, again, this is something that we we're going to be looking at in Microsoft Edge. This is the free version, so everyone can just go right in and go to copilot.microsoft.com. If we could put that in the chat, that'd be great. And with this, there's a couple different users. The enterprise users, those are big companies and corporations. The use for that came out approximately a year ago, and that was more of an early adopters. It was a licensure. There had to be at least 300 users, and there was a $40 a month charge or $39.99 charge. So now they opened it up just recently, within the last 3 months, to personal users with Microsoft accounts, and that account is $29, and I recommend it because, especially if you're in technology and you're not at one of those corporations that's going to be offering it, but also it's more private within your realm. So it's kind of like having your own GPT that understands you and serves you well. And that's what I'd like to say is in this, you know, for this Microsoft Copilot, you can definitely add to your business acumen and skills within this. We're not going to be going into that today because we're using a free version that everyone can share, but I will be working through some other advanced skills in Copilot in the next couple sessions. So let's start off, Dr. Ivy. Again, happy to talk about how we can leverage AI to unlock our potential, build our confidence. A lot of us struggle with confidence, and that's something I think that I'm more of an introverted extrovert, but you know, you do have to believe and have this inner belief in your own abilities, and it's not always easy. We battle self-negative talk. As a matter of fact, we compare ourselves to others and we receive negative talk. And even studies show low self-confidence really holds us back in everything from our careers to our relationships. According to I'm going to cite one American Psychological Association but that basically they say roughly 80% of people experience some low self-esteem in their lives. And the American Psychological Association, I'm sorry, according to Psychology Today, 85%. So somewhere in that range, people are not confident about what their skills are. I'd like to start off with one topic here. We can just leave this at a balanced. So if you look at this Copilot screen, about 3/4 of the way down, you can see where you kind of choose your conversation style. And so we're going to keep it balanced. We want to be a little creative, but what I'd like to start off with is what Microsoft Copilot can do. It allows you to provide prompts, suggestions for all different tasks for coding, writing, problem solving, utilizing this natural language processing capability. So here, I'm actually going to have Dr. Ivy hit this mic for me. And for my initial, don't hit it yet, Dr. Ivy. For this initial, I want to provide some insights on a question we had. And this is going to be on confidence and in the AI workforce. So Dr. Ivy, please hit that mic. What are some of the factors that make someone feel and appear more confident in the AI workforce? So in the dynamic landscape of the AI workforce, several factors contributed to fostering confidence and sense of empowering among employees. Let's delve into these key aspects. Embracing transparency. Dr. Ivy, this should actually be talking. So if you could turn your mic up on that, maybe your sound up. But employees deserve how and why AI may impact their roles in the overall workplace, providing clear communication about AI's purpose, implementation, and potential changes. Can you scroll that back up a little bit? I didn't quite get that read. Transparency also extends to data privacy and security. Addressing concerns related to personal information and data misuse is critical. Ramping up training. The introduction of new technologies, including AI, can evoke unease. Offering comprehensive training programs ensures employees understand how to leverage AI effectively. Training should cover not only technical aspects, but also the broader implications of AI adoption. Targeting communications. Effective change management relies on robust communication strategies. Regularly engage with employees to share updates and progress and insights related to AIs. Open channels for feedback and encourage dialogue. Listening to employees' perspective to foster a collaborative environment. Actively seek input from employees regarding their experiences with AI. Understand their concerns, preferences, and suggestions. Again, use this feedback to refine AI implementations, but understanding that a lot of people are using AI because they get easier, because AI provides faster, easier, and better access to information. And most employees desire for organization to explore more ways to integrate AI and automation. So this optimism underscores the potential of AI to empower and enhance the workforce. And this is true. This is a great one. Dr. Ivy, could you I want to go ahead and just before I put this in, I want to say how much information these supercomputers are capable of. And I know we're running a little short on time, but one of the things that we could say is these new supercomputers are capable of 1.1 exaflops. So just one supercomputer in 1 second can do about 1.1 billion operations. And this is twice as fast as last year's. So what that means is a flop is just one part of an equation. So right now, basically, if you took every human on Earth and took that for the next 200 years, and every person didn't sleep and did AI did a math calculation every second of their life, that would equal 1 second of what our computing power is from one supercomputer at this moment. So that's pretty impressive on how much data is actually being utilized, and think about the potential as we go into the future. Let me do this one more. If you hit the mic again, Dr. Ivy. What are some of the factors that make a person feel more confident in their speaking abilities? Dr. Ivy, are you sharing your sound? Could you share your sound? Okay. you can't or you won't.
Well, it's going to clash because you're trying to talk as well. Why don't you just give us
Sure.
highlights? Yeah.
Sure.
Mhm.
Again, I think, understanding, how this experience, you can engage better in it gives you just ideas on how to develop and become more capable to develop your speaking skills. I also would say that with the knowledge that it provides, it boosts confidence, your self-esteem. It actually can develop and show your body contact and maintain, telling you tips to keep yourself. I think one thing I learned was the you can be really brilliant, but if you can't verbalize your knowledge, sort of like I'm floundering right now, it doesn't really appropriately affect how intelligent you really are. So one of these things is important to be confident in speaking. Let's try this. Let's hit that mic again. I just want to show students that, as they go and understand that some people don't feel confident in the abilities and the skills that they learn, they're just graduating, they wonder where they stand. I'd like to try this one. So hit that button, Dr. Ivy. I was a student at the University of Arizona Global Campus, and I just graduated with my Bachelor of Arts in Business Information Systems degree. I've attained the IT Fundamentals certification, the CYSA certification, and the Security Plus certification from CompTIA, as well as I've attained my Microsoft Office Specialist Associate. After all this, how prepared am I for the workforce, and how competitive am I in the workforce, and what jobs can I get? Yeah. And again, you can just sort of understand how the level of understanding it can review. Is reviewing our curriculum, our developmental processes. It talks about the competitiveness of the certification that enhances my abilities. It shows my different career paths. It shows my market outlook. I think I can ask it one more question and just ask it. How much money am I going to make with that? So if you well, let's just go on. I know we're running short on time, but beyond AI tools, I encourage everyone just like Dr. Tahara said, just invoke positive affirmations. Even use AI as like a personal coach to remind you. I mean, I utilize it as almost a friend, a confidant. I'm not afraid to ask it questions. I want to know and acknowledge my strengths, my achievements. I want to foster a positive mindset and one that with someone that nurtures the confidence within me. Again, other activities, physical activities, wellness. I encourage everyone to just build their confidence and utilize AI to prioritize exercise, mindfulness, self-care. And this is a great help. And your overall well-being and confidence in yourself is attributed to your personal growth and your personal health. And lastly, I just want to remind everyone to seek support and build good relationships. Surround yourself with positive influences and supportive individuals who believe in you and will help you build your confidence and abilities. That's all I have, Dr. Ivy. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. So we're at the point of a couple of things. And I know we're running a little short, but we really want to get this in. We've been monitoring the chat, but Q&A questions. Linda Seeger has had her hand raised for a while. Linda, can you put your question into chat if you have not done that? In the meantime, Francesca said, I'd love to see how it will assist me learning a foreign language. That's a wonderful tip, Dr. Ivy. Yes. And both of these tools, Copilot as well as ChatGPT, can assist very well in doing that. There are other AI tools as well. We're trying to provide to everyone those that are free and have very good functioning free capabilities. But just as Michael said, I didn't turn on the voice because Michael was talking and I didn't want that conflict. But imagine you're learning a foreign language and Copilot is talking back to you, right? As you are learning the language and repeating out what is said or how it should be said in the foreign language. Fantastic.
Yeah,
But
Dr. Ivy, I did have those prompts as well. I'm learning a foreign language and it's just communicating back and forth. It examines my level of speech on certain languages. So, and that's with Copilot, the free version.
Okay, yes. Michelle is asking a very good question as far as what are the limitations of using AI tools? Here are the limitations. I will take us back to the website that I reference everyone with at the Writing Center. No sources for first off, right? The Writing Center provides very direct guidelines of how at our university, UAGC, other universities may be different, what those guidelines are as far as using any tool, quite frankly. The bottom line is this: your writing is your voice. And so no matter what assistant tools we may use to help to maybe say something in a better way, it still is required for us to identify our voice. We're not taking content from another author and making that our own. That is not what the tools are doing. The tools are there to provide suggestions, to provide assistance as well. And so that's the limitation. The limitation is it has to be your voice. It has to be your ideas. In addition to even what the tools provide to you, we still need to be able to provide critical thinking and analysis with the content that's provided to us in the tool. Let's say ChatGPT gives us an answer and it gives very good detailed answers. Challenge it. That's part of analysis. That's part of breaking apart and putting things back together, right? And that is our responsibility in this education higher learning institution of what we have. That's our limitation. That's our responsibility. You see, Michael, you were answering a question, I think. Which question is that?
Yeah, Derek just asked if we could name some AI tools actually used in businesses. I mean, there's tons of those. I mean, I'll use a lot of different tools when I'm working with, or well, I used to when I was working with a lot of the websites, and it's amazing what you can do with just different opportunities that AI provides. Integration tools. I use one specifically, which is called Elegant Themes when I'm working on websites. So I can automatically, dynamically build, if you were looking at production level tools, I would say there's a few other ones I can recommend. I'll pull up a couple while we continue. I know we're short on time, but Derek, in the next session, if you come, I'll have a whole list of business tools and suggestions.
Yes, our next section on April 24th focuses on using AI tools in the business environment toward business success. I would suggest for you to be there, everyone, to come. What we know is as we're working with students in UAGC, as we are working with individuals in their career path walks as well, learning how to successfully use these AI tools can be that extra that boosts us to the next level, that assist us in gaining that customer, supporting that customer, completing the tasks that we're working on. And that is what we will talk about during part 2, which will be on April 24th, same time, different link. I will ask to Harry if you can put those links in the system once again in the chat. So if someone didn't capture it earlier. And then part 3 is on building leadership confidence as well. That will be on May 15th. And then quickly just wrapping up, if you would like to participate in a survey that we are hosting, and the survey is identifying your interest in working with AI tools to boost your self-confidence. We also are offering, based on your feedback in the survey, one-on-one sessions. And with those one-on-one sessions, we will walk with you, go deeper into using some of these wonderful AI tools. That will be your personal time, your personal plan in using those tools. Then sign up to that link. The survey doesn't take that long, but we will be looking for you and we will respond to you as well in scheduling those one-on-one sessions. Just very quickly as well, in our last minutes here, the AI courses that we offer here at UAGC, we have a whole line of courses on the undergraduate side as well as on the master side. These courses, no matter what your degree focus is, will be of benefit to you. AI is across industries. And so whatever level of knowledge that you have in using AI, applying it toward business requirements and needs, that will boost you higher in the workforce. What I say is anyone who is thinking right now, what and how does my business area process today? Where do I think maybe it will be going with AI? Whatever you can do to place yourself in that forward moving path, that is going to be really good for you in your career path. And that is for all of us, quite frankly. That's why we're sharing this information. Check out these courses. If you have any questions on these courses, get back in contact with us. These are all of our UAGC technology programs and the links. As we said, we will share out the PDF of this presentation that has all the active links in them as well. And then just the final one, get in contact with us. We are here to support, and we are here to support you. I want to ask you, did you think this information was helpful? Let us see it in chat. Give us a yay. We see the hearts, we see the hand claps. We appreciate that. We are excited by this, and we are energized as well to bring the next upcoming webinars to you as well in using artificial intelligence to boost your self-confidence, self-efficacy, and leadership self-confidence, self-efficacy as well. You know what? If someone hasn't told you this today, you are fantastic. You are great. We just learned of some additional tools to make us even better. So let's use this and surprise the world. I always say, Michael, what is my term and Tahara that I use for our students and all of our students?
You are,
A
I'll let Tahara
catalyst
finish.
of change. And remember that this is a new technology direction path. Just think about it. As you get your arms around using this, take this into your organization as well, or your own company. Oh my goodness. You're going to be bad. You're going to be awesome. And thanks, Tahara, Dr. Tahara. Thanks, Mr. Michael.
Thank you, Dr. Harry. Thanks, Dr. Harry. Thank you, everyone.
So reach out to us if you have any questions. It has been fantastic. Thanks for all of your engagement throughout the session, and we will look forward to seeing you in the next webinar. Take care.